Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I told you guys I would talk to you guys a little bit about, and now that it's been like 35 days or so since my surgery, I was going to give you guys what actually went down in the hospital and some of the experiences and the things that I had to deal with, and was quite a story, guys. So, first of all, just to give you a little back story here, um, the disease I suffer from, I'm fourth generation. My great grandmother had inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease. My grandfather, my uncle, and myself. And guys, I'd had it for about 7 years, and obviously I've been on all the different diets and different herbal medicines as well as biologics, all the Humeras you see on TV and Tivio. Um, I've been on all of them, guys. Imuran, uh, just all of them. And it was in November, I ended up having a very bad flare up, and I was in the hospital for 4 to 6 days. I forget what it was. And that was basically what forced me into this surgery, that I was having such obstruction in my small intestines that food just really wasn't able to get through anymore, and I was vomiting as well. And guys, I lost to the point about 30 pounds. So, and I've always tried to be a tough guy. I played baseball, basketball, and football. I did karate. I worked for my dad's roofing company for 7 years, obviously until I got sick like I did. I couldn't do that anymore. But, I've just always worked hard and grinded hard. And, you know, I'm self-employed now. I own a fitness personal training business, and I'm a specialist in fitness nutrition, so I'll write diet plans for people and help them out. But so I've always exercised as well. That's been another thing in my life. I've always worked out 4 to 5 times. Yeah, I'd probably say, guys, 3 to 5 times. Now that I've gotten a little older, I need a little more recovery time, especially with my disease. It's a muscle wasting disease, so when I'm strength training everything, it really takes a lot out of me. But I've always lifted weights. I've always taken care of myself the best that I can. And to be put in the hospital like that, it was just so tough. So in November, we went in for that flare up. And then, guys, after that, due to the prednisone and whatnot that I had to be on, and I'm being personal with you guys, I'm letting you in a little bit to my life here. You can develop with Crohn's disease from your mouth to your anus this inflammation. It's your immune system, attacking the body, and it's not autoimmune disease. And I was continuously being attacked and just being attacked and being attacked. And guys, I ended up having one of the worst things that you can have. And I don't know if anyone's ever dealt with one of these before, but what they're called, it's a perirectal abscess, and it's one of the most painful things. And you can get it from, obviously, Crohn's disease, but you can also get it from having to use prednisone. And guys, I hate prednisone. Been on it many times, but it was such a dire need. And I even was starting to get at the hospital IV steroids and all that. But so I had to go have that surgically removed. And guys, I can tell you that was the most painful thing I've ever dealt with in my life. I mean, I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. And it was so miserable. And then on top of that, I had to go in for the surgery. So in the matter of 2 months, 3 months, it was like my whole world was falling apart. When you don't have your health or anything, it's hard to do anything. Being self-employed, I'm thinking to myself, what in the world am I going to do? Being off work, I got a family, everything else. And they're telling me that I'm looking at, after the surgery alone, 6 to 12 weeks of recovery. I'm like, holy crap. But, I trusted in God, and we ended up going in. We were having the surgery. We had 78 centimeters of small intestine that ended up being taken out. My appendix and also part of my colon was taken out. And man, guys, and then they had to put them back together. And now that's why I can't lift more than like 25 pounds right now. I still haven't been cleared to lift more than that, is because you have to wait for all this to heal. And it's killing me because I love exercising, obviously, and it's hard not getting your endorphins going and all that type of stuff. But we were in the hospital for 6 days, and I ended up having to have a roommate, and they had the nurses and the techs on different schedules. So his nurse or his tech was coming in at all different hours, and so was mine. So we were constantly both being woken up like all the time, like every hour. And you're trying to heal from this. You just had a major surgery. And, guys, I was poked over 20 times, blood draw. They'd wake you up in the middle of the night. Got to get your vitals, got to take your blood because they're checking my white blood cell count and the inflammation and everything. And, oh, my goodness, guys. And then while I was in the hospital, here's another thing for you. They took out the catheter, and I couldn't pee. So they tell me, they say, all right, if you can't pee within 6 hours, we're going to straight cath you. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to do this. So I can't pee. 6 hours goes by. They come in, they straight cath me, and then they tell me, all right, you have another 6 hours, and if you can't, we're going to put the Foley back in. And I'm thinking, oh, my goodness. Oh, sweet Lord. So I still can't pee, guys. They have to put the Foley in. And oh my gosh, guys. And I know it's mostly guys here, so I'm going to talk to you. You see this thing coming at you. It's a hose, and you're going, what the hell? And it's a miserable, miserable experience. That was one of my biggest fears of all this, guys. Just being a man, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go through this. And then to have to get straight cath. After you have them take it out, then you straight cath. And then they put another one in. Then eventually they had to take the other one out. And it was just miserable. And then you have the drains hanging off you because they're trying to drain in my stomach. So I have these 2 drains hanging off my side. And oh, guys, it was just, it was tough. But all through it, God was wonderful, and God took care of me in ways that, just all the glory to Him, all the glory. But guys, it was one hell of an experience, and that's why on this channel, how I always talk about, working hard and doing the best that you can to try to be the best person you can in life. This gave me even a newer perspective, because I had to fight, for my health in a way that I've never had to before. And, when you're going to the bathroom, blood's just coming out, and it was just frightening. And, guys, that's why in this channel, I wanted to bring it to you. Like, I want to work as hard as I can, and I want to be able to outwork other people who are in the same space. And after I've been through all that type of stuff, and everything I've been through in my life, been through a lot in my life, but we can do anything, guys. And that's how I relate it to this market. This part of my life, it's been the last 3 months, whatever, it's definitely been a bear market. I look back and I go, man, 2018, that was a heck of a year with all the health problems and everything else. And then you add the bear market like we've never seen before, and dealing with that. But all through it, I was doing everything I could, and I was studying my butt off, and we got through a lot of books, guys. And I've just seen how far this channel has grown. And we got monetized, guys. And that was something that was up till a month or 2 ago. I wasn't praying about it. And, I was just like, man, those YouTube people, I don't know what's going on. I got 4 times the qualification. And I said, you know what, God, I'm going to give it to you. And I gave it to the Lord, and I just started praying about it. And I said, if this is your path for me, one of them, you'll open the door. And He did it. And we got monetized, guys. And this has been a little business now that's that I really hope can help a lot of people. And I also want to give inspirational words to people as well. From time to time on some Sundays, where we have a little summer church, I will also give some sermons and stuff. So, I've always it's always been on my heart to kind of help people and influence people and be there for people the best that I can, and help show them the way to the Lord, and also just a good life, But, guys, this experience, it was wild. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I don't want to get into too much more everything else that was going down, but I guess to wrap this all up, I went through all this, and it's made me that much stronger of a person, so that you know, in anything in these markets and life and stuff, when you get knocked down, you gotta grind, you gotta get back up and keep going. And that's, you know, in trading, that's in everything. But you know, guys, we've been given a chance. We've been given another day today. We're not promised tomorrow, and we got to do the best that we can. And we got to outwork people. We got to be that top 1%. I'm here with you guys. We're going to do it together. And I just wanted to give you the story, guys, you know, so that's what I've been fighting. And I also suffer from another autoimmune disease, but I won't get into that too much right now. But that's what we're fighting, guys. We're healing up. I meet with my doctor tomorrow. We're gonna not the surgeon, but my gastro doctor, and we're gonna talk about the plan of action forward now and everything. But guys, I can't thank you enough for everything. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.